So, I think that since I've moved, I haven't been as good of a friend as maybe I normally would be or how much I would like to be. And now that I'm about 8, 9 months out of, no, couldn't have been that long. So, maybe 8 months um, out from the move, I want to prioritize giving more, being a better friend, prioritizing other people's needs, not over my own, but in addition to my own. And yeah, I think when I moved, I I was kind of licking my wounds when I got here, in that I was just coming off of a difficult housing situation, difficult financial situation as a result of the housing debacle. That was no one's fault, just situations happen. And so when I got here, I probably needed more support than what I usually would. And I don't necessarily feel bad about that. I think it's normal, for people to need different things. We all go through a period of time where more of us should probably admit that we need support and accept it. So I'm happy that I had the support. I had people around me who were like, "Yeah, it's okay, chill out, we got you." Um, and yeah, it's a blessing. I'm glad that I didn't get in my feelings too much and didn't accept the help. And I'm also happy that at the time I was willing to admit that I needed the help. So don't necessarily feel bad about that, but now that I'm in this different place, I want to get back to when I felt like I was giving a lot. And I don't necessarily feel like that at this point in time. I'll adjust the camera real quick. Okay. Yeah, I don't really feel like that at this current point in time. So, what I want to do is, in order to get back to where I feel like I was in terms of giving and, well, giving, I need to look back at what that looked like previously and also what that looks like now, because I don't feel like it's much. And it's a weird thing, because when I look at in certain chapters of my life, giving was really unbalanced. It was running myself ragged. It was, I was just okay. I was just talking about this with someone. I think I mentioned it in one of my other videos. I had a long conversation with a new friend. And something that I kind of had to admit to myself was that there were periods of my life where I felt like I had to kind of make myself easier to love in order to maintain friendships, because if I didn't, the people that I was around just would not stick around. Like that's just what it was. Um and so now that I have a better set of friends, now that I'm more secure in myself and that sort of thing, I don't want to go all the way back there. But there are aspects of previous parts of my life that I do want to go back to. So part of it is like entertaining. Unfortunately, I don't necessarily have the ability to do that in my current place. So trying to figure out ways that I can do that, just not here. So be borrowing a friend's place. I mean, like, hey, I'll cook. We can co-organize something. I don't know, but that was a big thing for me. Kind of selfishly. It's my backpack. One moment. Okay, here we go. Um, it's kind of a selfish thing because I enjoyed it so much, but I also think that's the thing when you really enjoy like giving to people and entertaining and things like that. It's not like you're gonna enjoy it too. It almost feels selfish, and maybe that's it's kind of a hack. Like if you enjoy giving to other people will appreciate you. Well, hopefully, but you also get so much out of it, right? Like the scripture, there's more joy giving than receiving. All right, one moment. Nose started running randomly. Yeah, there's more joy in giving than receiving, and I think entertaining is one of those ways where I really really feel that. So it would be easier for me to balance giving and also like taking care of myself, like a level of self-care and maybe not rest because entertaining can be a lot, but I do feel like it's a form of self-care because I like doing it so much. I like getting together a cute little themed dinner, which I kind of want to talk about more, to be honest. I've planned so many themed dinners, especially for some reason since I've moved to the East Coast, where, like you have a location theme, color scheme, the invitation is like, on brand, might have a little bit of a, maybe not a dress code but a dress guide, like, hey, I want everyone to wear neutral colors, I want everyone to, I don't know, I love that so much. uh Anyway, I'm getting off topic, but that's one of the ways that I want to start giving to people again. But then the other way, or one of the other ways, is getting better at listening more closely to my friends and almost anticipating what they might want or need. I think sometimes when, how do I say this? Sometimes when you get to a place where it's almost like state of emergency for you, and you get into the habit of like, what what do I need to do to make it to the next day? What do I need to do to make sure there's a roof overhead? What do I need to do in order to get or maintain this job? For all of us it might be a little bit different. Could be a family life event, somebody gets sick, someone passes away, whatever. Like, you have to flip the switch again when you get out of that situation to be focused on other people and their needs, because your needs for whatever period of time were maybe so intense or so unexpected. Yeah. So I feel like I used to be so much better at that, at, remembering small things that my friends would say. Although I do still take notes and that sort of thing. I don't feel like I'm as good at that. And it bothers me. And I feel like if I were to talk to my therapist about this, he'd be like, why does it bother you so much? Is that, should it be bothering you this much? I don't know. Who knows? But anyhow, that's one thing. I want to be able to anticipate people's needs a little bit better, especially the people that, take care of me. As my dad always says, take care of the people that take care of you. And that could be a lot of things. That could be making a meal. That could be, inviting a friend to hang out if they're a quality time kind of person. That could be really thinking about how I appreciate them and letting them know that. It could be a whole range of things, but I want to pour into my friends more. And there are probably like two, three, four, five more ways that I could think of just off the top of my head. That's what I'm thinking. And the difficult thing is balance, right? Because I don't want to get to a place where I feel like I'm drained, because that's definitely been a thing. If you've watched many of these videos, that has definitely been a thing. Uh like doing too much for people, especially people that don't appreciate it. If they appreciate it, then to me that's slightly different. But especially for people that don't appreciate it, like they could not care less what was going on with me mentally, physically, emotionally. They just didn't care. They was like, okay, cool, you did this thing for me, great. when I feel like I've gone out of my way to do things that were really kind. So if it's for somebody that appreciates it, a little asterisk there. But I really do want to make sure that I'm balancing my own like rest and self-care, and I'm not really sure fully how to do that. I yeah, that's what I'm trying to work through. Is it, doing something nice for a friend, getting a friend a gift, and also taking myself out to dinner the next week? Is it saying, hey, I know you wanted to get together at 4. Can we get together at 6 so that I can take a nap? I don't know. But yeah, it just, some days balance feels really impossible. But I do think that with more time, with more thought, more meditation, more deeper thinking about it, I can get there, you know? And I think also eventually I will get a better sense of what just like giving generously is versus giving and just being like burnt out. Or maybe burnt out might not be the best word for it, but just feeling like you're giving and giving and giving and giving and giving and there's nothing left, like just exhausted. Ooh. Yeah, man. Maybe this trip was part of that. Although again, I feel like the scales are a little off balance because I still wasn't giving as much as I wanted to be, but I did the self-care and the rest. I don't know. I don't really have the answer yet. Um I think, not to be cliche, but the first step is admitting it. Yeah, I want to get to a better balance. And so that's what we're going to work toward in the coming weeks and months. And I'm kind of excited to see how that turns out. See what that looks like in summer or fall, or cuz I think doing things for myself, it feels good, cool, but genuinely when I felt maybe the most me, the best version of myself, it's usually when I'm doing a lot for other people. And so that's what I want to get back to. Yeah. If anyone has figured out how to do this, what the formula is, feel free to let me know. I would love to get to that place a lot quicker than having to do it manually. But yeah, any tips and tricks are welcomed. Feel free to let me know. Otherwise, yeah, well, this will be an ongoing topic, I think, because this is important to me. This is really, really important to me. So, yeah, thanks, y'all. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.